Hey, everybody, I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report, and I'm really excited to welcome Holly Brand from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Holly, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. And
Thank you.
congratulations on your blind audition performing Mississippi Girl. Kelly turned for you within just a few seconds, then Niall, and then Chance. But what was going through your mind as you saw their reactions during your performance?
It was honestly so crazy. I remember being so nervous before I walked on stage and was just like ready to get out there and was not expecting Kelly to turn as fast as she did. And, it really made me comfortable after singing that first line. It's very intimidating to sing in front of those industry professionals and to have her turn so quickly just really calmed me down in the moment and was a little validating, honestly, but it's so intimidating to sing for them. So, if I'm being completely honest, the first time that I really saw the coaches' reactions was when I watched it on TV last week. In the moment, I was not looking at them. I had to look away and like look over every now and then to see what was going on and to see who turned. But I just had to focus on my song because I knew that if I looked at them and focused on them, I would get distracted because how could you not? But seeing the reactions on TV was so cool and really humbling.
Well, when you finished your performance, which was fantastic, how did you feel about what happened on stage compared to what you might have imagined?
I honestly just couldn't believe it. I was relieved that I had gotten through the song and not had any major mishaps. I definitely did not want to mess up on one of the biggest performances of my life. And so I think as soon as the song ended, my first reaction was just like relief, like you did it. Now we have to talk to them and see what happens and see what they say. It was so funny to see Kelly run over to Blake and say, "What is wrong with you?" I was laughing with the audience and it was so fun to talk to them. But my first reaction was just relief that I had gotten through the song and felt like I did a good job.
You had an incredible end to the song as well. So you finished on such a high note. But you also, after when you guys started talking afterwards, you revealed that at the age of 10, you opened for Blake Shelton and then you showed a picture of the two of you. So tell us more about that experience at a young age and how that shaped your career.
Yeah, opening for Blake was just absolutely incredible. I don't remember a time in my life where I didn't sing and music was part of it, but having that moment on stage was the moment that I realized that I wanted to be an artist. And so that night really changed the game for me musically. And I got to meet him and, of course, didn't say anything to him because, he's already tall and I'm not that tall even now. But as a 10-year-old, I was like really short compared to Blake. So I did not say a single word to him. I just looked up to him, but he was so nice. And, when I was singing, people got their lighters out and we're going back and forth like this. And I had never at that point in my life performed at an event like that at a concert and had never really had that experience, and that just really changed the game for me. And that was the moment that I realized I want to do this for the rest of my life. I want this many people one day coming to see me at my concerts and meeting all the fans and signing all the autographs. That really changed the game for me and helped me to become more focused and work on my craft. It became something that wasn't just for fun or something that I just liked to do, but something that I wanted to do for as long as I possibly could.
Well, Holly, Niall said you reminded him of Maren Morris, and Kelly remarked that your voice sounded like a cross between Faith Hill and Carrie Underwood. How do you feel about being compared to those incredible artists? And are some of them your own musical influences?
It is absolutely surreal to hear Kelly say that. I remember hearing her say that in the moment, and I was just so shocked. And then hearing Niall talk about Maren Morris, it was just, I couldn't believe it. And then I would always I would replay it in my head, like, I can't believe that actually happened. And then to watch it on TV, like, no, it did happen. You're not dreaming. Those people did say that about you. It was just so surreal and like what a huge compliment. I have looked up to Faith Hill and Carrie Underwood since I was a little girl, and Maren Morris kind of came into the picture more in my teenage years, and I love her music and love her artistry. And so those are three women that I do look up to. I look up to a lot of powerful women and iconic women in country music. And I love all music. And so to be compared to such icons was almost just too hard to believe. I was like, this is just way too good to be true. But if 9-year-old Holly could hear them saying that, she just would not believe it. So just crazy.
Well, tell me what you hope to learn from Kelly, and then also later in the season, your mega mentor, Queen of Country, Reba McEntire.
I am so excited that Reba is our mega mentor. I have probably seen every single episode of her show. My family watches that all the time. It's like the show that is on in our house all the time. But Kelly is probably the most vocally capable woman of our time. And so I'm really excited just to learn vocal tricks from her. I've looked up to her for as long as I can remember. And as I was learning new songs growing up, I would always do some research and see if Kelly had done it, to see if I could learn anything from her just on YouTube. And so to have the chance to work with her in person and kind of help her, or maybe she can help me figure out my instrument a little bit better and to know my voice a little bit better, I think is going to be really helpful. She is just so fun and so encouraging. And so I'm really looking forward to having that opportunity to see what tips she has for me and how she can make me all around a better vocalist.
Well, I'm excited to see your relationship and collaborations unfold. And Holly, I want to thank you so much for joining me for our happy hour. And I want to end by lifting a glass to you and making a toast to your continued success on The Voice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Cheers.
Cheers.